Hello, everyone, and welcome to Digest Media. My name is Victor Sepulveda, and I'll be taking care of you today. This marks the end of the 2025 NFL season. Tears were shed, cheers were screamed, and TVs were definitely destroyed. We're going to go over our favorite boys in powder blue in the NFL, the LA Chargers, and recap their season. Let's get right into it. The Chargers added some new faces to the squad this season. Deshaun Hand, Dante Jackson, Mekhi Becton, and Najee Harris were all free agent signings in the offseason. LA then turned around and drafted a 6-foot, 220-pound running back from the University of Northern Carolina, Omarion Hampton. To top it all off, come trade deadline in Week 7, starting safety Alohi Gilman was traded to Baltimore for Odafe Owe, a 5-year vet pass rusher who left a lasting impression on the Bolt fam.
Similar to last year, the Chargers ended with an 11-6 record. Their difference this time around, going 5-1 in the division, a feat they hadn't achieved since 1965. This all started on September 5th. Euphoria came early for Chargers fans. Starting off the year in Brazil, against the reigning AFC champs and heated division rivals Kansas City Chiefs, LA tasted the sweetest of victories. On 3rd and 14, with just over 2 minutes to go in the fourth, no timeouts left for Kansas City, Justin Herbert called game by scrambling out to his right and running for 16 yards to secure the first down and LA's first win of the season. The following week in Las Vegas, the Chargers handled business against Pete Carroll's Raiders, beating them 20-9. Week 3 is when it all came to a climax. Our Bolts were trailing soon after the second half started against the Denver Broncos, and were struggling to move the ball. With 5 minutes left of the game, Justin Herbert led the offense just outside of the red zone. What happened next was pure magic.
Second down and 6. Herbert to the air. Pipkins the block at the right tackle. Got away from Allen. Herbert alive and the throw. Caught. Touchdown! Touchdown! Allen! What a play!
For the next 9 weeks of the season, our Bolts struggled heavily as injuries began to pile up. Khalil Mack was out for 4 weeks, Joe Alt and Najee Harris had season-ending injuries, and the offensive line was in shambles. The Bolts went 5-4 over the next 9 weeks, and in Week 13, something unimaginable happened. At the beginning of the game, Justin Herbert scrambled left, took a shot, and broke his non-throwing hand. This struck fear in the Bolt fam, as the gauntlet was coming, and it was terrifying. Philly, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, and Denver. These 5 teams remained on the Chargers' schedule. Fierce opponents who would decide if LA would make the playoffs or if they would be left home for the postseason. First came Philly, reigning Super Bowl champs. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and company with a suffocating defense that had won them prior games. Going into the game, nerves surrounded the Bolt fam, despite Justin Herbert being cleared to play. Would he be okay? Play like there's no injury on his hand? Or would he keep the ball safe? Justin Herbert answered all of these questions on the field. While not his best game of the year, it was by far the grittiest performance he put on all season. In the fourth quarter, when his team needed him most, Justin Herbert used his broken hand to stiff arm out of a tackle and to run the ball into a game-winning field goal drive. His defense was the best performance of the night, as the Chargers tipped and intercepted Jalen Hurts in the red zone to end the game and send the Bolts to KC with a euphoric feeling. Once in Kansas City, the Chargers ended the game almost exactly the same as they did against Philadelphia. A late interception in the fourth quarter won the Bolts the game, and they had completed the season sweep against their bitter division rivals. Lastly, against Dallas, who had a struggling defense, LA's offense exploded, putting up 34 points. Their highest point total in 2025 made the Bolts feel like they could overcome anything. This is where the good times ended for once and all. The Chargers ended the season on a 3-game losing streak. First came Houston, in which LA's offense fell flat on their face against a swarming, suffocating Texans defense. The following week, LA's offense only put up 3 points, but the excuse was that it was a team full of backups, as many of the starters were rested for the playoffs. Then came the wild card game. LA's offense did the same exact thing it did against Denver. 3 measly points were added at the beginning of the game, and nothing else was added on. Justin Herbert threw for 159 yards and was sacked a total of 7 times.
While the Chargers ended in similar fashion as last season, there is new hope coming to LA. The departure of Jesse Minter to be head coach of the Baltimore Ravens and Greg Roman have led to new hires, such as ex-head coach of the Miami Dolphins, Mike McDaniel, and Western Michigan's defensive coordinator, Chris O'Leary, who aims to fill the same role here in LA. The future is now bright for the LA Chargers, and their hope is to finally break through that wildcard round and get deeper into the playoffs. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed talking about the Chargers. Until next time, this has been Victor Sepulveda for Digest Media. Have a great day.